The Great Pyramid of Giza is aligned to true north with an accuracy of 3/60ths of a degree. To this day, no architect can definitively explain how an ancient civilization achieved a precision we struggle with using satellites and laser technology. But that isn't the most startling number encoded in its stone. The pyramid's original height of 146.6 meters multiplied by 10 million equals the exact average distance from the Earth to the Sun. Its base perimeter, divided by twice its height, yields the value of pi to the 15th decimal place. These are not coincidences. They are fragments of a message, a time capsule left by a civilization that knew far more about the universe and about our future than we have ever been told. For centuries, we were taught that this was a tomb for a pharaoh, an extravagant monument to a forgotten king. But this is a profound misunderstanding. The Great Pyramid is a book. Its pages are stone, its language is mathematics, and its story is the chronicle of humanity itself. Researchers have long noted the strange correlation between the pyramid's internal passageways and major historical events, measured in a unit known as the pyramid inch. The descending passage, plunging into the bedrock, marks a period of spiritual darkness. Then, a sharp ascent marks a new law, a new paradigm. But this timeline doesn't end in the past, it extends forward. And the final chambers describe an event that we are, right now, rapidly approaching. According to this stone prophecy, key points along the ascending passage align with uncanny precision to major turning points: the Exodus, the crucifixion, the rise and fall of empires. Each is marked by a change in the passage's angle or the appearance of a new architectural feature. For centuries, interpreters followed this timeline, deciphering the past from the angles of the stone. But they all stopped at the same unnerving point: a massive granite barrier just before the entrance to the enigmatic King's Chamber. What did they fail to see beyond this great seal? The King's Chamber, the heart of the pyramid, and the destination of its prophecy. It contains no hieroglyphs, no treasure, only an empty, lidless granite coffer. This absence has puzzled historians for millennia. Why construct the most precise and massive building in the ancient world, only to leave its sanctum sanctorum empty? The answer is the key to the entire parable. The chamber doesn't represent death. It represents a destination, a state of being. The chamber is built from over 100 massive granite blocks, some weighing over 70 tons, sourced from a quarry 500 miles away. Why go to such impossible lengths for an empty room, unless the room itself is the treasure? The secret of the chamber is not what it contains, but what it creates. Modern acoustical analysis has revealed that the chamber and the coffer within it are tuned to a specific resonant frequency, a fundamental harmonic of our planet. This frequency, when generated inside the granite box, creates a standing wave that permeates the entire structure. This isn't primitive superstition, it is advanced physics. The builders understood a fundamental truth about energy, vibration, and consciousness. Researchers have recorded an unusual hum in the chamber, a frequency that resonates with the human brain. What if the pyramid wasn't just built to mark a timeline, but to influence it? The prophecy etched in the passages leads us through the ages, culminating in the Grand Gallery. This magnificent corbelled hall, with its 7 overlapping layers, represents a period of immense scientific and spiritual acceleration, a time of great light, but also great chaos. The final few inches of the Grand Gallery, before the last passage, correspond to the early 21st century, our time, and the architecture here changes dramatically, signaling a great and sudden shift. The ceiling lowers abruptly, forcing one to stoop, to humble themselves before the final threshold. This threshold is an antechamber,
a small room containing a series of massive granite slabs designed to slide down and seal the way forward. It's a gate, a lock, a final test. In the parable of the pyramid, this represents a point of no return for humanity, a moment where a choice must be made, a trial must be passed, before we can enter the final phase of our destiny. This chamber is a filter. The prophecy suggests that not everyone passes through. What is the key? The pyramid presents two possible futures built into its very architecture. The first is through the antechamber and into the king's chamber. This path symbolizes a graduation, an elevation of consciousness, a collective leveling up for humanity, entering a new age of enlightenment and harmony, represented by the perfect resonance of the chamber. But there is another path, a crude, almost hidden shaft dug vertically down from the grand gallery, known as the well shaft. It leads deep into the earth to an unfinished subterranean chamber. Two possible futures built into the stone. One leads to an untomb, symbolizing rebirth. The other leads down, into the dark, unfinished bedrock. The choice, the parable implies, is ours. The precision, the mathematics, the astronomical alignments, they were never just to show off. They are the components of the key. The pyramid is teaching us about balance, about harmony with the earth and the cosmos. It tells us that to pass through the final gate, our civilization must achieve a state of resonance, a collective frequency of cooperation, wisdom, and understanding. The greatest secret isn't what the pyramid predicts will happen, but what it's trying to make happen. It's not a history book, it's an instruction manual. We are living in the final inches of the grand gallery. We stand before the antechamber, the great filter. The prophecy is clear. A great shift is upon us, and the structure of our world is about to fundamentally change. Will we raise our collective consciousness, our frequency, to match the harmony of the king's chamber? Or will we fall, divided and dissonant, down the unfinished shaft into darkness? So which path are we on? Look around at the world today. Are we passing the test? Let me know what you believe is the key to the final chamber in the comments below. And if you wish to continue unsealing the parables of the past, subscribe to Pyramid Parables.